Welcome back to MCMiningCaveman. I believe this is episode 6. Yes, episode 6 now. First off, I have finally chosen a resource pack I want to use. Now, yes, it looks very much like the default because this is a 32-bit version of the default called Faithful 32. I personally have not cared for any other one. I know Sphax is the most popular, but I just didn't care for the way it looked. And my computer was having difficulty running any of the realistic ones. And I just kind of like the default look in an enhanced way. Also, would like to give a shout out to my first YouTube subscriber. Goes by the name of, let me double check, Doctor Who 253. So thank you for subscribing. Anybody wants more details on CrystalCraft Server can go to their website at play.CrystalCraftMC.com, I think. You can just do a Google search for CrystalCraftMC and it'll be the first one that pops up. So I got very little done this past week. I was not able to get on much at all. I was able to go to the Nether and grab a ton more glowstone, and as I'll probably edit it and put it at the beginning of the video, but I have a huge sheep farm now, and yeah, I was breeding them and they were just, mobbing me like crazy. So, because I'm going to carpet, my intention is to carpet all the levels of my home. And the nice thing about carpet is it allows glowstone to light through. And so I went ahead and placed the glowstone in most of the spots. The spots where there's torches is actually bedrock, where it would stay gridded out, so I'm going to have to choose one of the adjoining spaces for the glowstone in these areas. But yeah, let's see. I have gotten so much wool from that sheep farm. It is ridiculous. Also ran across two fortresses, nether fortresses. Still no nether skellies. Trying to get heads again, but have been unfortunate this time. And the loot in the chest at both those fortresses, one actually had 0 loot. It had not been explored before, but there was 0 chest in there. Second one had a couple saddles and 1 gold, 1 iron, and actually 1 diamond horse armor, and had maybe 3 gold bars. They were both pretty much a bust. Yeah, I ran into a couple blaze spawners, so I had to get some crappy fireproof gear. Not much has changed. I had to kill off the villager. I keep track up with a lot of the minecrackers, and they had noticed that if you have a villager present and there's anywhere that a zombie can spawn, and we have zombies up in the cave systems, in the roof and in the back wall, the computer will constantly the server will constantly calculate routes for that zombie to get to the villager. And it will constantly recalculate and recalculate and recalculate, and will actually cause a form of server lag. So to help clean up the server lag in our area, I went ahead and killed him off, and haven't heard any zombies since then, so that's kind of nice. I made a... Well, anyway, enough with that. I made a clock tower there, so I can now see the time from any level of the house versus this one. And I actually took a one of Jenson's horses and donkeys that he had found and bred me my own horse. Used my last name tag on him, named him Junkyard. Actually, it's a somewhat of a running gag with the Mindcracker generic bee. He's been naming his donkeys different forms of junk, and I really enjoy watching him, and so I thought I would do that as well. I'm purposely avoiding Kalie's area. She is currently rebuilding, but yeah, G Sniper's area, he's built a little blacksmith area over here. His own little... wonder what happened there. His own little horse pen. He's been rearranging inside, so I'm not going to go in there right now. Excuse me, I've been getting over sinuses all week. And so, sorry if I sniff a little much. Let's see. This is Nick's plot. He didn't like the way it was going, so he has changed it up a little bit to more of a jungle. I suggested a swamp theme, but I don't think he's fully decided yet. And Jensen over here has expanded his house. It's got 5 stories now, I think, and he's just about doubled the width of each of the levels. Let me get rid of this slime real quick. Ah, come on. Where are you? Oh, it's another one. Constantly having to redo the farms. They are still being trampled by slimes. We've got a auto chicken farm, actually just semi-auto, it just drops the eggs at the moment. And we have 2 pig spawners. That one we're not really using. I was going to build a pig house around it, but we've changed it just a little bit. I'm actually not even sure what that is yet. G's been on quite a bit. Both Jensen and Nick have not been on much either. Let me see what's up there. Okay, it looks like a pig cooker. Alright, he must be starting something. Yep, Skelly Farm's been working fine since I dropped it lower. Ended up making this more narrow so that we didn't have to end up using more hoppers on the floor. It collects them better that way. Alright. Yep. I'll just... Let me see if... I'm just checking the chat. Alright. It looks like Kalie got off for the moment, so I'll do... In need of sand, glass, spruce, and wool. Alright, we'll be able to help her out. But she is... she was saying that she was complaining her last house was too small, and she tore it down. So she is making it much bigger. I think it's looking really nice again. So we'll help her out with a bunch of spruce wood. Probably end up going to... Oh, no, I'm still searching for a desert, surprisingly. But probably get her some sand. Oh, zombie. No idea. It's in the wall. Alright, we'll end up helping her out. Wanted to show you one last thing. Yep, it sounds like they're... Nope. Okay. Oh, yep, there you go. So, changed out my upper yard for mycelium, and this is all from 4 brown mushrooms. And I believe G has harvested some already. So yeah, this stuff spreads very quickly and just awesome for all of our mushrooms for our potions. Here is I don't have a pick on me. Let me just break it. This is what I'm going to have to deal with when I start actually digging up here. I still don't know how far back I'm going to go in my house yet, but I have this huge cave system, this huge ravine that I'm going to have to deal with. Actually, that looks like it might be an abandoned mine shaft down there. But yeah, huge. And I'm not looking forward to having to deal with that just yet. Might end up digging the rest of it back and then sissy barring it like that. But yeah, I still don't know how deep I want to go in here. So I'm going to collect a few more resources, start collecting some dyes to make colored wool so that I can make the colored carpet, and do a little bit of a walkabout for some other random stuff, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So I've got a little bit done. Just something to do. I'm honestly not sure I like these particular colors yet, but I have... That's basically excess. I have quite a bit of stuff. Let me get this stuff put away real quick. Ta-da! I'm only missing 16 cocoa beans. Most of this stuff I have collected legitimately versus going to the store. The only thing that I have used the store for was ink sacs. I couldn't get enough squids killed, so I ended up buying those. But all the rest I have collected and colored and made on my own. So, yep. I'm going to leave the black kind of as the border between rooms. Each color is going to be more or less a room, as it were. Like, library obviously doesn't need that large of a room. But I was thinking about doing a second one off to the side with a smaller enchanting levels. So it might end up working out. I've moved the staircase so that as you come in, it's straight down rather than going to the backside. Because it all has to do with I'm not sure how deep I want to go in there. I have currently closed off any access to the top level because of that freaking hole. It is producing so many baddies and spiders. I need to close it off better, but I don't plan on spending too much more time here. Need to put a few things away. Let's see. I've actually got a slight to-do list in front of me. Actually, to-do list is dig out the upstairs, finish the back wall, redo the staircase, which I did, light and carpet the floors. Well, I've done, working on that, and build the full potion room. Potion room is still on the back burner. I am going to see how much further I'm going to dig back there before I do any more room buildings. Simply because I want to see how much overall area I'm going to have. Need to go back into the Nether to collect a few more supplies. Let me check. Okay, no, I'm good on quartz. Low on soul sand just to have on hand, and okay on that. Actually, we need to do some work on the Nether skelly spawn. Well, let me finish putting this stuff away, collecting some supplies, and I'll meet you over at the spawner, or spawning area. So here we are at the Nether fortress that actually has a fairly high, seems like a fairly high Nether skeleton spawn rate. So I've been filling in across the walkways, filling it in, making this all one big solid platform. Hopefully hit more spawning areas. I have no idea where that ghast is. It's actually been there the past several times I've come out here. Yep, there it is. Huh. Doesn't even know about me. Alright. Yes, the blaze spawners in this area have all been destroyed. So they just naturally, randomly spawn here and there. So I'm going to do some more work on this section. Getting that, finishing up the wall around it, and a couple safety zones, so that when the skellies start coming at us, that they can't reach us. So, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Actually, it's the next day. There was a server crash during the night, and they did not come back online until after I decided to go ahead and go to bed. But I have finished flooring this out and putting walls. There's been quite a few skellies spawning pretty much up against this wall side. I've made a couple little hidey holes here and there because there are quite a bit of blazes spawning still as well. there was actually several gas that came down here too, and oh, there I have some. I think I'll insert a footage of 2 gas that I ended up meleeing as well. It was down there somewhere, I think. So I'll insert that at the end of the video. Let's see. So yeah, it's just now a patient wait of waiting for skellies to... Oh, see, there's another one. They just love popping in here. So at least this spawns everything currently, from gas to skellies to blazes. So I think we should be able to get quite a few good drops here. Is that it? Alright. Come down to me. Nope. Oh well. I also did a little bit of a walkabout in the Nether, and noticed that somebody had been building on top of the 127 bedrock level, and I know how to get up there. It's kind of easy. All you have to do is die in a lava pool where there's no land nearby, and when you do the back command, it'll spawn you on top of at that spot, but on top of the bedrock level. So I did that and ended up coming out with yeah, some pretty good loot. Actually, these 2 were mine already. But yeah, so I'll end up sorting that stuff out. It's always fun to raid somebody, especially somebody who's exploiting a little glitch. So still need to choose what carpets I'm going to do in my floor zones. Figure out which staircase I'm going to build to get up to the 2nd level, which that cavern up there is just too big to deal with right now. Let's see, did she receive... Yep, she received my stuff. I gave her like 4 stacks of wool and 2 stacks of spruce wood, so I think it... Yep, she's finished off her floor, so she's making progress. Looking really nice, Kalie. Put that back. Alright, so I think I'll wrap it up here. I know there was a little bit more talking and a bunch of cutting. I know that Fraps records the Nether a lot darker than it really is, and I don't know of any way of lightening my video up, so sorry for the dimness. So I guess I'll end it here, and stay tuned for the next episode, which will be hopefully starting now, will be every Tuesday morning. It should be uploaded onto YouTube, American time, unless there's a chance that I get to make a special episode. So, see you later. Bye.